Hello? Hello? What up? Hi. Hello, boy. Welcome. Okay. How's it going? How's it going? What's up? Trying to think of what I did today. What's up? Did you yesterday? Did I win? I'm trying to think of if I did win. I think I did win. I think I won. I'm just trying to think of like why I won. Nothing really comes to mind, but I'm pretty sure I won. Pretty sure. I was definitely winning. Good. Okay. Sick. I'm glad I've won your approval. That's good. That's very good. We've won the approving. I'm proud of you. Wow. Thank you. That means a lot. You're a great replacement for my absent father. That is not true. You're a great replacement for my conditionally loving mother. God. Terrible. Terrible. Not funny. Not funny or good. Oh my god. I don't think I need to do that. I don't. What the fuck? Rance, thank you for the $10. Holy shit, thank you. Yes, I will record that. Sticky notes. No, I think if I started calling anybody in chat daddy, that would, like, be kind of weird. I think people would start getting weirded out by that. Oh, you know what's really funny about that? Is, absolutely nothing to do with calling people daddy at all. It's supposed to be the other way around. Exactly. I said father, not daddy. Yes, father. Please order me around, father. I mean, what? Jeez. Yeah, it's supposed to be the other way around. Exactly. Because I'm a top. As everyone in this channel knows, I'm the toppest of tops. You made it weird. Nonsense. I would never do such a thing. I would never do that. So, yesterday at my... at one of the tabletop RPGs that I play in, which, like, I'm not a super active player, like, I just like, kind of like hanging out with those guys. I've known them for a little bit. We've had longer running RPGs in the past. It's actually, now that I think about it, it's the group where I played this character, like the flag bearer. That's the group that I was with. But we're playing another, a different RPG right now. I think I went on hiatus with them for about 2 years, or like a year and a half. I wasn't really playing with them. And then I decided to play I played a female character, as I normally do. For no reason in particular outside of having a massive dump truck ass. Exactly, you called it. No, but the important part about the story is that we were fighting some, like, it's like 2 mystical ghosts and something else. I think an animated suit of armor. And my character got hit by a magic spell. And the magic spell that she got hit by was like an ensnaring spell. It, like, afflicted you with paralysis. Implying that your character, like, can't move. So, you know, I did the very normal thing of saying, oh, so it's like a spell circle where, like, vines come out of the spell circle and they, like, like grab onto me, and I was like, I've seen enough, watched enough, read enough to know where this is going. And then I think I re-rolled my resistance or something to the spell, and I failed the resistance check again. And I was like, oh no, whatever am I gonna do? Kia, not the vines coming out of the magical circle. Oh no. I hope it doesn't, like, ensnare me and, like, get up all in my... That was exactly their reaction, Rance. How did you know? How did you know, Rance? How did you know that was exactly how they reacted? Oh, man. Yeah, no, they bonked me. They bonked me. They were like, Flaris, please, for the love of God, like, do not ERP in our very normal RPG session. I mean, all I'm saying is that sometimes vines can sometimes have texture along the, like, length, right? Which means they're really good for, like slipping and sliding through things. Not necessarily sliding into things, but kind of, like, around them. I did not elaborate. I did not choose to elaborate. But Flaris took 5 damage. Did I? No, I think bonks heal me. I'm pretty sure bonks give me HP back. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. What? Wait, sorry, I just read the thing. So first of all, yes, I'm glad I don't have to call you anything in particular, Kane. And second of all, Rance, you didn't raise nothing. Splash it. Yeah, see, that actually does damage to me. That actually does actual damage to me because, like, so, you know how people, have you ever played games where there's, like, there's an armor stat, and then there's, like, the regular HP stat. So there's, like in the BlazBlue game, there's, like, the sort of yellow HP. I think it was yellow. That's, like, the armor damage. Armor HP pool. And then there's, like, your HP pool, right? So the thing is, like, Splash does extra damage to my armor HP because my armor is literally, like, solidified gamer stink. So whenever I get splashed, I take, like, giga critical damage. But I also have a thing where it's, like, on hit, if I take damage, I get recovery. In general, so it doesn't matter what kind of damage I take. If I'm, like, inflicted with pain, I, like, get a regeneration from it. You have a weakness to water because I'm a fire type. The fire is, like, the entire concept of, like, being made out of fire and stuff, or, like, you know, aqueous to Flaris, so it's, like, that's where the name comes from. It's more of, like, a spiritual thing. Yeah, it's like I feel like I am a fire that is constantly burning out, that refuses to die, for some reason. I know, very chuny, very anime. Nonetheless, the water weakness is still there. But the thing is, even though the water weakness is there, I don't really mind getting wet. That's kind of like, that's not really a huge deal. So you're a masochist. I'm a masochist. Yes. No. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. How do you want me to answer this question? Is a flat, unattractive version of darkness. What the fuck? What the hell? Maybe I should actually cosplay as darkness. I'll just, like, make a darkness outfit and be like, yo, what up? I mean, if I already haven't worked on a model in the last year? That's not actually true. I have completed models in the last year. 2? 3? Actually, I guess I did a couple, because I did the spring outfit, and I did the... Or, no, I did the fall outfit, and then I did the Halloween outfit. the tiny me. So I guess I worked on both of those. And then I think I've done a couple of other things in Live 2D as well. And then like another model. There's another model, another model. But yeah. You have other outfits? Yes. It's because I am a... I'm pretty sure I don't need to hide my thing for this, but... Yes, because I'm the artist. Both the artist and the rigging person who did this model. Which one should we do? I guess there's only like a few concurrent ones, right? I'm trying to think of, because the other Halloween one is old. Trying to think of if there's another. Let's do this one. This one's cute. Yeah, I was thinking, I've been meaning to for a while to do like a swimsuit outfit or something, because I feel like that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of lit. But, never really got around to doing it. Hold on a second. Also, the eyebrow rigging on this one is a little intense, so you can... My squinties are a little bit... I'm like defaultly kind of squinting or being smug, I suppose. Which is fine. I think that's fine. We'll just leave it like that. See? My eyebrows are scrunching. Yeah, there's this one. I like this one. I like shorts. Man, it actually has like best of both worlds too. I'm gonna slowly move away from the corner. Oh, I think the mouth parameter is also not up to date on this one. But yeah, so we've got of course the most important part of any model of mine is the physics. The physics that I can show off. Very good. Yeah. I like the shorts under the, like... I don't know what this is called. Because it's not a dress, right? Is it? Because dresses are, like, supposed to go further down. You could think of it like if I wasn't wearing shorts, this would look very lewd. Feet? There are feet. Feet. No one asked for feet. Sorry. I didn't actually, like, minimize chat. Okay, what? What the hell? Why are your thighs so thick? What do you mean? They're the best kind of thickness. You hear plop noises when they slap together. But the thing is, like, they don't slap together on this model. Like, there's always that, like, little gap there. But I assure you, when they slap, they make noise. We also have, like, different hairstyles and wings and I don't know what else there is. Oh, can I go chibi on this one? I can't. Oh, I can hold the little guy. I can hold the little lad. Front bangs. How do I change it to short hair again? Which one was that? Because I like that one. Yes. The librarian look. What do you think I have in my library? Just wondering. What do you think I would put in my library? Okay, sorry, let me actually read. Laros is a demon who's somewhat associated with fire, so it checks out. The Christmas outfit? Yes. There was also an outfit of me in a box. I don't think I have that one right now. Swimsuit might make me pay for Von Milkia for reasons. Oh my god. Yeah, well, I mean, it takes time to do those things, and, you know, it's tough. My favorite girl is Coletta, because she pairs with Bear. Favorite character is Billy. Who's Coletta? Oh yeah, I've been seeing a lot of art of the, like, shark girl. I think people really like the shark girl. Who's this? Ah, she's this girl. True. True and based and real. She's cute. She has a Toonie eye patch, though. Yeah, she's hot. She aight. She cute. Oh my god, I just realized that she has a very well-defined abdomen. At least in this picture. Good for her. It's a loose-fitting camisole, I think. Oh, for the dress shirt thing. Stop wearing the glasses, it's too OP. Oh, look at me. Oh, I have impaired eyesight. Oh no. Man. Oh no. Oh, without my glasses, I won't be able to see. Oh no. Everyone has their own type. Yeah, that's fair. I prefer being able to be crushed under the body mass of another human being. That's stupid. My favorite part of Zenless Zone Zero is the art. I feel like Hoyo characters are a little too clean. I like how Zenless goes for more cartoony cool vibe. Yeah, I actually kind of agree with you. I think they upped kind of like the style factor, you know, in that game. Whereas I feel like Genshin characters all look the same. Like, they obviously don't, but when I saw Firefly for the first time, I just thought she was like a Genshin character. I enjoy pretty girls, but not every character needs to be a fashion model. Yeah, the thing is, like, I kind of agree on a fundamental level, but I also think that people like things that are attractive in, like, a character sense. So, you know, you'll have, like, the mommy aesthetic, and you'll have the, like, generically attractive aesthetic, and you'll have, like, the cute aesthetic, and you'll have, like, this is all, like, a bar that can go in many different directions. And it's kind of like, you know, if you're surprised that attractive characters are in media, then, like, you kind of gotta ask yourself, like, I mean, if everyone's buying it all the time, I mean, like, you know, what's the thing about that? Besides, I also, like, now that I think about it, if you think of sculptures, right, like, it's not like we've just been doing this for... we've been doing this for a while. Gotta be real with you. I think we've been using art to portray accentuated styles of beauty for a very long time. Yo, how the caca looking on that statue, though? It's funny. The joke is, it's funny because it's small. That's the joke. They added non-human male characters. Yeah, interestingly, that's a thing that's existed in Arknights. Like, Mountain has existed in Arknights for a while. Like, I think it's totally fair to pander to, you know, like, not saying not in a bad way, but for lack of a better term, feels like it is appealing to furries. And the thing is, like, I'm glad for them. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, clearly it's not a character for me. Like, I don't care about the bear or the wolf dude. You know, like, I don't care. Like, it's not... But it doesn't, like, detract from the experience because they look well designed. So I'm like, no, that's cool. Like, good for that. Right? And there are people who are gonna, like, you know, want to get it on wolf style with the wolf. And that's cool. Good for them. That's good for them. You know, that's all I'm saying. I just wish that there were more venties, you know? They gotta make more cute guys. Oh, because who don't want a pretty girl or handsome dude? I know Oh, who's Tequila? Tequila. Oh my goodness. Is this supposed to be a character? Is this an Arknight's character? Oh, is it the Arknight's character, the blonde boy? Yeah, I mean, however you want to label them. Cute boys are good. I think there's like an elemental reaction joke here or something. Has anyone made the I want Venti to blow me? Is that like, that's normal? He's a wind character, of course. Tequila from Arknights, okay. Yeah, I'm actually not familiar with this character, I just looked him up. It's understandable and it's more personal preference, but I just like variety. Like, I'm sorry, but is that Beto? Not Bindo? Oh, I'm sorry, Beto. But I think Huge Bear, that's about countering, is much cooler. Oh yeah, then Sexy Pirate Lady. Honestly, you know what I really like about the Admiral aesthetic is like the really heavy coats that they wear. Like Navy style. So I feel like if Beto was very like naval heavy coat kind of girl, she'd be really fucking cool. But yeah, no, I understand why they stick to like a familiar style and familiar, you know, proportions, etc. It's just like, this is just like a way of keeping it easy. Like, I think people, it's not that they don't understand. I think people severely underestimate how much people just want the same shit repackaged, you know? Because like people don't want like an actual churned out like nothing burger of a game, but like if there's some degree of execution to something that feels familiar, it's like people are like, oh, that's great, I love that. Oh, I just really like this. Like, it's not complicated. I think the problem is the execution part. Like, that tends to be the problem with people, is like, they'll execute on the concept very poorly. Genuinely love cool aesthetic, hence why Billy's my favorite gacha character. Dude just looks so stereotypically cool, I love him. Yeah, Billy literally just, like, if you have to make jokes, right? Like, Billy just looks like Ragna. He just looks like Ragna. And then the character from, I didn't watch this show, so I don't know what his name is, but there's the guy from the old anime. Yeah, Dante. And the guy from that old anime that I haven't watched, but he looks like that guy too. Like the gunslinger guy with the big coat. Vash. Yeah, Vash from Trigun. Exactly. I just don't like getting the names wrong of those things because I know that, like, the culture for that show is very important. So I don't like getting their names wrong. But, yeah. Supposedly that show is very, very good. There's another character. It's the... And I just wanted to bring it up because it's like, it's that character. That's what the character is, right? So that's like the archetype, I guess is what I'm saying. So you could make like an archetypal, like, these are all just the same character. But the nice thing is that they're not the same character. Like, it's kind of the same idea. It's the same, like, it has the same energy behind it, but it's like a little different. And I think that's all you really need to do. You know? Some people call me Discount Saber. But I'm not Discount Saber. I'm Free Saber. You can get me for free. You don't even have to... I don't even have to pull. The downside is that I'm on your account then. Like, because you got me for free, and then it's like, okay, well... you kind of feel that vibe. Yeah, Discount Saber. Fair, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's what people tell me. Interestingly, I'm not, like, that huge of a Saber enthusiast. I took inspiration from other things. But then, like, once it's all said and done, I'm like, okay, sure. I think Saber is a pretty titular blonde knight anime girl. So let's sort of be what it do. Which is fine. Like, there's nothing, no problem with that. You're a 1 star? Oh, God. What is that? Oh, what is this? It looks cool as shit. I don't know who this is, but... Because I have not watched One Piece. I respect people who watch the show, because I have friends who are very passionate about the show, but I am not. So yeah, point is, media is just a chain of influence. It's slightly like the last thing, and then it's slightly different. You take the stuff from before, and then you add the interpretation and experience of the person in the middle, and you get a new output. And those people experience that thing, they maybe create art, and they're influenced by the last thing, and then it cycles forward. Keeps going. Oh, the intro, you gave me those vibes. Oh, from the, like, standing there. True. Once again, I have little context for this, but... Oh, sorry. I'm really stupid. This is another character. I just, like, looked at saw One Piece, and I was like, great, it's a One Piece character. It is not that. It is this person. It is from the classic literature novel. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was a little confused. Mind you, I was a little confused because I was getting One Piece in my Google search, but I understand now, Kane. Thank you for persisting so that I could continue to understand. I had to scroll down a little bit. But yes. You know what's actually funny about this? I've said this a number of times, but I did not ask for the horse in this animation. I gave them artistic freedom, and also I think I might have described a tree in the thing, but I was like, I don't know, we'll see what they do. Like, for me, it just felt like it would be very natural to put a tree there, but instead they did, like, this cool, yeah, the classic, yeah. Classic literature. But yeah, instead they put some, like, houses in the back. Well, they put some lines which indicated houses. And then... That's stupid. Sorry, I was looking at it more closely and realized that I've been getting tricked to this entire time. Because my brain never clued in that the houses are a little... Yeah. Anyways. The point is that, the poofy pants were supposed to be... inspired by the hoplite from Etrian Odyssey 4. That's what it was originally from. And the boots were supposed to be a little bit lower cut, I think, but then I never really... I put it more where the knee was. Also, I'm surprised you're not a Nicole fan, since in Zenless Zone Zero she has some thick thighs. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the thing about Nicole is she's, like, a little too mainstream. Like, here's the thing about Nicole, is that, like, you know, Nicole is, like... I'm trying to think of the descriptor. Nicole would destroy me. Probably. You know, like, that's how that would go, is, she would destroy me. And, you know, that's cool. I'm into that, but I feel like I'm staring very disrespectfully at her. Not intentionally, I'm just a coomer. And And that's like, but that's fine. That's sort of like a, I don't know if I necessarily care about this character. She's a little too mainstream, which is gonna be really funny when I when I say you have to look for a girl who you want to like, you want to have like a wholesome handholdy relationship with. Not handhold. That doesn't make sense. You want to have that kind of, you know, that's who you wife. It's very different. There's the like neuron brain rot of I want Nicole to literally crush my skull, but there's also the this pause is taking too long, but I was trying to describe the difference between like, yeah, Nicole is hot, but also like I smash the wife characters, not the hot characters. Which is why I would smash Firefly, by the way. Just like absolutely destroy. Enter destruction mode. I'm so glad I didn't play HSR because like I probably would have simped really hard to pull Firefly, like the idiot loser I am. Belle? Oh yeah, the shark girl is also, like, cute, by the way. I've been seeing a lot of art of her. Yeah, the sister's cute. Bella's cute. Is a hipster waifu consular. I know you have bad taste in women, but why do you have to have Redditor taste? What the fuck? What the hell? So I guess the thing that I was trying to get across... The thing I was trying to get across was that, like... How do I say this? I'm too much of a fucking loser to date Nicole, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an actual loser, you know what I mean? So, like, I can't picture what that would look like. Like, the only thing that I can picture is my overwhelming bottom energy as Nicole, like, destroys me. You know? Like, I don't have anything else to say. Which is why I'm not like, oh yeah, smash. Like, I can't say smash. She would smash me. I would get fucking destroyed. I keep saying that, but, like, I don't know how else to explain it. This is a bottom. I have top energy sometimes. I have huge top energy. Yeah, like, man, I'm gonna, like, top you. Bam. What if I got, like, here, look. I got really close to you and then, like, put my arm up. What'd you think? Do you feel like you're getting Capidoned yet? Hmm? What if I stared, like, directly into your eyes? Hmm? You little freak? You little Dorcas? I think Dorcas is the least top energy thing I ever could have said in my entire life. Yeah, okay. Great. Anyways. Oh my fucking god. Come on. Come on. Even if I have L Riz, I don't have negative Riz, right? Right? You can tell me I have Riz, right? Say it back. Gun. Say it back. Say you have Riz. Gun. Saying Dorcas makes you sound like a dingus. Oh my god. There's the L Riz failure, boy failure Riz. Pawn boy failure Riz. That's what it's called. Sorry. I'm just big dumb. Big dumb boy failure artist BF. Will draw you VTuber models. I was gonna say, if you get two VTuber models, can you do the thing where you're like holding two models in your hand and you're just like slam their faces together. Like, now kith. Kith. Time to kith. Oh, if there were two of me's, then I could have two of me's and I could make out with myself. Yo, that sounds dope. Let's go. I said kith, like with a TH. Salsa. We could share a flagpole. You went to pay Piggy and say Dorcas, they would stop the act, get the whip, and make you the bottom? What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, like... I was gonna say, is it still considered self-cessed if I'm, like, making out with my model? Like, if me, the person, had, like, an incarnation of, like, my model, and then I, like, made out with them, is that still considered self-cessed? Like, I'm just wondering. Are we getting too carried away with this one? I don't know. You tell me. Should I stop talking about sharing flagpoles with myself? I mean, it's still me, but, like, is it me? Like, what if her personality is completely different than me? Right? What if she's a bottom dork? Oh man. God. If Flaris was incarnated into the real world as just like a little bottom Dorcas, I think I would probably transcend to another plane. And then I'd be Flaris on the other plane, and then I wouldn't be there anymore because I died. No! What are we gonna do then? Oh no! Lorekeeper face is perfect. You stop judging me, Lorekeeper. Stop it. Stop judging me. Stop looking at me like that. Stop. Stop. Yabado! They're just as disturbed as we are. Sorry, okay? Listen, I thought this was a safe space for me to be... This is my house. This is my house, my castle. I get to talk about being a degenerate in my own castle. How dare you? Actually, you know what? This is a perfect time. Perfect opportunity. Probably gonna switch off this one because it's old, but you get to look at it nonetheless. And every time I look at this model, I'm always like, damn, that's crazy. It's so different. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so different. Boo, jump scare. I feel like the head angles were better. I feel like the raised head is better. But it's a little bit, looks a little different. Happy bat symbol. Get very close to you. Oh, you know what would have been super good on this is if I had tummy physics. That would have been so good on this. Damn. I'm really disappointed in myself. Damn, that's too bad. There's physics. There's... Oh my fucking god. Wait, guys, I don't have physics. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. My mouth doesn't open. Why aren't you opening? Oh, I guess the hair's a little wobbly looking. Oh. Oh, I don't have the shortcut to put myself in the corner. Nice, we thought of that later. My castle? Fire Emblem Fates reference? I'm just not gonna look at the womb tattoo? Wait, why not? Look, it's very detailed. I put a lot of effort into it. It continues, by the way. It goes down. I did, in fact, if I recall correctly, I did draw that part. I did... Oh, hey, why are you bopping my hip there? Yeah, if I recall... Oh, man. Oh, my hand is just a PNG? Yo, that's dope. No finger rigging, let's go! Let's go! Oh, I have like a ring around the middle finger, I think. Wait, that doesn't make sense. It's where my knuckle is. Okay, whatever. We're gonna stop looking at this. We're gonna stop looking at my old art. Stop it. Don't look. Don't look at it. Actually, yeah, you know what I did get right, though? This. Damn, bro. Damn, look at that. I mean, it's a little... The physics are a little extra, but the thickness is there. Am I barefoot? I am. Look at those! Whoa, grippers! Look at the grippers. Oh, no! When did I change that? When did I change that? I thought I remember making a version where the tail was very silly looking. It was a very funny looking tail. It had properties. It could shapeshift. The tip of the tail could shapeshift and be very useful. Or you had padding? Oh, it was hand holding. Ah, I see. It do go down. Yeah. It goes lower. The magic... Well, see, here's the thing. You guys might not be very familiar with... I was gonna say suckology. I don't know what the term would be. The demonology? Yeah. Knowing about how demons work. Listen. So in order for the magic to, like, be activating in the appropriate place, right, you have to make sure that the magic circuits do connect to or get closer to around that part. It's very important for the magic to work. So, you know, you just gotta make it work sometimes. Oh. I do like how there is, like... It did separate where the hips were. It doesn't rotate very well, but... I do kind of like this outfit. The top, I don't know. I think the pin in the middle is very cute. The one that's what's it called? What is the term? It's Spider-Man holding the... Is it Spider-Man pulling the things? Holding the things from falling apart? I'm just using the command as intended. Wait, what? Oh, ask what? I'm gonna ask you something. You can say nothing. Sure. I guess. I don't know. Jokes aside, this outfit is cute. Thank you. I also think it's cute. Yeah, I like the... I guess frilly stuff. Why is the mouth so unresponsive? It's so weird. It's weird. I think... Oh, maybe... It might be... I actually think I know why. Also, I just realized the shading. The skin shading is all, like, gray. What was I doing with this one? Anyways. And the hair is just so wavy. Okay, well, I guess Kane is typing a... He's typing a paragraph. Anyways, let's, is there another one we can choose? Do I have the... Okay, I don't have the Christmas model on here, because that would have been really funny if I did. Let's go... Yeah, we could do the other Halloween model, which I don't think I'm gonna do. Do that later. Okay. Would you smash your model if you met each other in another world? I don't think I have to answer that question. I don't think that requires my input for you to know the answer to that question. I don't need to I don't need to answer that question. Okay. Oh wait, why are you crying? Boy, why are you crying? Stop crying. Oh, I should have changed it. Wait, if I changed to the other model, then you would actually be crying. That'd be super funny. Oh, no Christmas outfit. Oh, okay, got you. Yes, I did in fact draw my own Daki. I drew a Dakimakura of myself. That is correct. I made 2. There's both a spicy version and a not spicy version. I think the spicy version sold twice, or once. I'm gonna say once. Just like, nice. Nice. 10 out of 10. Thank you for supporting my art. Okay. Should we actually play this thing? It's been longer than I thought it was going to be. At least once. Yes, it has been bought at least once. Does this count as narcissism? I don't think so. I think narcissism is very specifically when you are like it's defense mechanism, right? Where like you blame other people and then you're like perfect or something. Well, I don't think this is narcissism. I mean, you into himself. Yeah, see, it is really funny because I feel like there are some people who are. Someone else has to have talked about this in the VTuber space before, right? Because, like, definitely, right? I think that if there was, like, lewds of me, myself, the person, I'd be kind of weirded out. Like, I'd feel kind of weird. But, like, to me, Flaris is, like, a different entity, you know? So we are one and the same for the purposes of entertaining you and being a blue idiot on your screen. But I definitely don't consider us to be at all the same or the same person. So would I smash? There's no long string of sentences that I can say in order to fully encapsulate. Also, didn't I literally what's it called? I was literally talking before this about if Claris was reincarnated into this world as just like a dorky bottom shy girl, destroy. We hit the destroy button. It's destroy. Oh, there's also been like a whole bunch of like artists, right, who it's like you draw what you're like, you draw what's smashable. I think it was the My Hero artist got asked about the rabbit girl in that series. It's like, why is she so caked up? And he's like, because it's good. And I think the Dr. Stone artist as well. A big fan of the girl MC. Girl main, yeah, not main character. She's part of the main cast, I guess. Well, I would probably reject you if I'm being honest. Like, to be fair, that's probably right. She'd probably, like, go literally anywhere else. She would take a whiff of me and be like, damn. Damn, that's some gamer stank. Okay, are we playing this character? Okay, so I'll be completely transparent about why I chose to play this character, because there was more things to choose. But I read some of the comments that were like, this character is hard modal, similar to, I think, early versions of Banner Magic and stuff. So I was wondering, I guess what to... I was just curious, like, I'm pretty sure there will be problems, I guess is what I'm saying. Or I went into it knowing that there will probably be design problems, but I was curious to, like, I suppose evaluate myself what the, why, I suppose. So, she's anything like you, her standards would be low enough for it to work. Oh my god. I need artwork, man. See, this is where I would like yell for the artists to get on doing that, and then like they don't, because I don't have any artists to do that. I'm the one who does the art. Is we need just like Giga Pawn Girl Failure Flaris just being very cute and a girl failure. Sorry, there's a Gigi clip. It was Gigi and Cecilia from the new Hololive Justice talking about, it was their preamble before playing Portal, and I just like, I was losing my mind. I love Gigi's sarcasm voice. It's so funny to me. It's like, oh, we're actually kind of competent. We could definitely catch Advent for sure. It's like, Gigi, we're supposed to be girl failures. We can't actually catch Advent. We're supposed to be dumb. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. We're really dumb and girl failures. We're so pawn, tehet pero, like. It's just so funny to me. Like, if I had someone speaking at me like that all the time, I would die. It's too funny. Okay. Dr. Stone female looks so awful to me. Guy characters are so detailed while the girl faces look so weird in comparison. Yeah, I don't actually watch Dr. Stone. I just know that they're in the based category of like, why are you writing this story? And it's like, so that I can draw the female 7 billion thousand times. It's like, based. Fucking based. I mean, I've talked about this, Kane. Listen, I have experience making games. I have experience doing art and working in Live 2D. So I could theoretically, I could make the most fantastical game about going into a dungeon. It would be a dungeoneering game where you're the flag bearer and you play the game as, I don't know, maybe you're the, I don't know how I would want to do it. It's like, do you want to be the side character or do you want to be like the main character? You know, that's always the question. It's like, do you want to play like as Flaris or do you want to be like the other person who isn't Flaris, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just funny, silly little magical circles where vines come out of it. Very silly and funny. And crazy. Anyways. I actually think, yeah, the first time I mentioned this was when we were playing Spire, actually, because I was like, I should just make that mod and slay the Spire. Where, like, depending on what mob you lose to, it plays a cutscene. And the cutscene's just a live 2D scene. That'd be so much work, though. Man. It'd be too much work. Okay, do we actually want to play this character? Like, we're an hour in. This is where I say you all got baited. We're not actually playing the Lorekeeper. We're gonna play Flag Bearer. Wow. Well, who's that? I wonder if it's still there. Okay, so I cheated in this run. I did cheat in this run. Outside of the time that I cheated, I did not lose. And the reason I cheated was because I was going to win the run, but I literally misclicked. I literally lost the run to a misclick. And I lost to Time Eater because I misclicked. But I did do a Flag Bearer run. I did win an Ascension 20. Holy copium! It was literally a misclick! Literally a misclick. But yeah, this deck went alright. I drafted Excalibur. I think the other two options were like Blessing Time Walk. This was my first rare. Or it was my boss rare. And I was like, I'm gonna pick Excalibur just because I feel like it. And then it actually went pretty well. Excalibur actually like put in a lot of work. And then the way we beat the heart was we Strange Spoon emit seconded it like 5 times. It was very funny. Do you know Garo from Tokusatsu? I do not. Who's that? What the hell? This guy looks like a fucking Giga Chad. This guy looks cool as hell. What the fuck? This guy looks so cool. Okay, I mean... Cool. Sorry, this is... Am I looking at the right one? I hope so. Okay. Yeah, this guy looks fucking cool as hell. Okay, anyways. Point is, this is where I lost, and then I just, like, went to the next chapter. Because Time Eater was going to die, and then I misclicked. And I was really pissed off, because I was like... This run was going, like, completely 100% fine. Then I got duffed by Time Eater. Piece of shit. Okay. So, let's actually play the character. Now that we're an hour in... I was thinking today, actually, oh, it's a shame that this series is not very well known. Oh. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am also not really... I would say that I don't consume a lot of media. Like, overall, I think I don't. Like, I used to put on streams in the background, but I've found that I need to, like, focus more, and it's hard to, like, put stuff on all the time. So I just put on, like, music, and then I get... Because if I put on streams, I get distracted, and, like, obviously I can't pay attention to anime, and if I'm working on something else, then I can't be playing a game. So I feel like I haven't been doing as much recently, which kind of sucks, because I feel like I would want to do more, but also I have the workaholic brain rot. My arm is recovering right now. I don't know if, I'm hoping it's going to be fine, but, like, I've been drawing a lot in the last, like, couple weeks, because I really want to improve. But I think, my arm has become rather strained. So I've been trying to, like, stretch it and take care of it and stuff, but can definitely still feel the strain, and I'm like, maybe I should not overdo it. Maybe drawing, like, actually literally the entire day was not a good idea. My arm was fucked up the other day. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, actually, there's one anime that I do want to watch. It's on Crunchyroll, but I canceled my Crunchyroll subscription because I just, like, can't pay for monthly things all the time. But it's the VTuber anime, because I've seen clips from it, and it's like it's so fucking real. Apparently it's just, like, super real and really in tune with like 2020's VTuber culture, which is fucking awesome. The clip that I got, well, not got sent, but that I found was, like, the VTuber in question, I guess, is, like, an artist or something. I would assume so. But so she worked on the model for, like, this other person. Then she was watching that person, apparently left her stream on, and then was just talking about, like, oh my god, like, I made you. She said, like, I'm your mama, which is, like, I worked on your model, right? But I would, like, smash or something, or, like, and I'm gooning. I think that was the translation, which is so dumb. But it's like, I'm literally gooning to you, and I drew you, and I'm like, that's so real. Like, fucking giga-based, dude. That's so giga-based. That's so fucking based. Oh, man. Would you goon to your own model? Who knows? The thing is, like, if you move up and down, you know, and then you just, like, you don't specify what the purpose of this action is, like, it looks kind of funny. Anime that I liked a lot recently is Frieren. Yeah, we watched Frieren. We watched Frieren in memberships, Like, literally the entire watch-along for Freerun is on memberships. I really, really liked Freerun. Like a lot. Like, I really liked Freerun. Like, a lot. So, incredible show. Very good. I watched it twice. I watched it with membership, and then I, like, watched all of it again with, well, not all of it, but, like, most of it with a friend of mine. Kyro Days is the cute girl anime I'm watching. Beat Girl is a menace. What the fuck? What the hell? First real Gooner girl in anime. Hopefully the start of something. Hell yeah. Oh, Shikanoko? That one? The deer anime? Yeah, I've also seen clips from that one. It looks very funny. What's it? The full animated dance scene exists now or something? From the meme that everyone was spreading around, and like she does like the hustle. She does like the hustle dance. Alright. Do we want to play the character yet? Are we playing it? I did eventually want to play it. But yeah, okay. So the Lorekeeper. I have an intro to this, right? There's an intro? There's an intro that I keep saying, and I've only ever edited one of these videos, and I don't know when I'm gonna do another one. Literally haven't opened a video editor in the last little... That's not true, I have, for other reasons, but not for starting a project. Welcome to Design the Spire, where we play mods and slay the Spire. We're just checking them out. We're trying to figure out what's going on, maybe what their design intent is of the author, and what design commentary we can make about it. So, you know. Is Lorekeeper, is she thick or flat? I have no idea. I can't tell if this character is... Oh! It says she. Okay, great. Great. I was gonna say Smash, but I can't tell. It does say she, so it's a she. Yeah, so what's our starting thing? At the start of your turn, scry 2. Okay, you just get the scry every turn. That seems pretty good. That actually seems exceptionally strong. Okay. Whenever you were given the choice to add a Lorekeeper card to the deck, the first choice is always demonic, the second choice is always mortal, and the third choice is always divine. Okay, so those are probably the states that I think you need to do. Red, that's why I said she. Okay, yeah. No, I didn't know, but sure. Like, I don't know. There's no shading, like, at this line, so it's hard to tell if there's, like, if there's any depth there. I mean, it, like, goes out, and then it goes in, but I don't know. There's nothing going on there, so I don't know. Love how the intro is freestyled every time, and most of the time you remark about wanting a standard intro. Yeah, I mean, because I never remembered to do one, so... We're completely professional, examine the character, right, Flar? We don't do things like make horny jokes? Of course not. Oh, welcome, Cavalier. You're just in time for us to actually start. Gonna have to try to play phone? Okay, well, if you disappear, then we know why. 14 cards to our deck. Oh, I didn't notice that. No, we have 10. We have 10. Okay, we have a typical 4/4. Well, thank you there, Mr. Sir. Mr. Donald Duck. See you next time? Okay, well, Kane, if you're taking off, then have a good one. Thanks for being here. But, yeah. No accounting for scry, I see. Oh, yeah, I guess in a 2, like... Generally, the standard for turnover rate on these decks is 2 at the start. So I guess scry 2 would imply, like, scry 2 every turn might imply that you would have a 14-card starter deck. I think the weirder thing is that there is an exhaust card in the main deck. It's a little weird. A little odd. Also, these are both mortal cards. So my understanding is that mortal, demonic, and divine are all different, like, states you can go into, so it's a little concerning that there is no state switching in the main deck, and also that the two main deck cards are mortal based. So this is 9 damage, apply 1 weak. This does more damage than than Silence Weaken effect. This character basically has 3 draft pools. Let's figure it out. 15. Does not remove exhaust. 2 weak. Those are probably good. The art is cute, by the way. Character art, I should say. This is cute. I don't know. It's just cute. I guess this is also cute, but... okay. Let's just get into it. So, nothing in particular that I see in the base deck. Like, it's just... This is 1 mana, the silent card, and this is, like, super block. I don't know why. +4 damage and +1 weak, that's quite a bit. I agree. Oh, you have to select the thing that is attacking. Okay, that's very interesting. That's a way to do it. I would assume that you could check... This is more of a programming thing, but I would assume that you could simply check the intent of all of the things and then do it, but this is probably... this is how Spot Weakness is coded, right? Or the other one? Or Disarm? No, it's not Disarm. Spot Weakness is the one where if they're attacking, you get Strength, right? So I think it's actually coded this way. This is the normal way to do it. That's how Spot Weakness works? Okay, that's fair. I thought it was a little weird. Just in general, but... Character definitely listens to My Chemical Romance on repeat and loves Simple Plan. Sorry, I was gonna say Simple Plane. Simple Plan. We did not need to defend 3 times. Yeah, I feel like getting to just turn over a billion cards is quite good. Okay, Demonic, Mortal, and Divine. Okay, so yeah, okay. So this is what this meant. So you always have 1 Demonic, 1 Mortal, and 1 Divine. Okay, I see. So I feel like I have a comment on this immediately, which is that, okay, so there are three things, right? There's 3 styles of playing. I don't know how the demonic stuff works yet, or how we initiate or activate it or whatever, but so when you're given draft options, right? I would say that the problem with this is that when you're given draft options, oh, we can read that for sure, yeah. Is that, like, you're given 3 potentially equal options that are delineated by, like, what you need. Whereas, since this is split into 3 buckets, but you're not given, like... You're not given a full bucket to choose from, then that's sort of... It doesn't give you real decisions. So, if we're playing a Mortal deck, like, we can't choose Demonic or Divine. So, and I'm inferring this from what I read. We will read the reminder text in a second. But... assuming it works how I think it does, where it sort of, like, locks you out. Yeah, if you're doing all Mortal for whatever reason, you just start with Broken Crown. Well, I think it's the same for Demonic and the same for Divine, right? Let me check. Dark powers obtained by... I am totally here. Dark powers obtained by stroking the flame within. You're gonna stroke it. Any strokers in chat? Ability achievable by commune with the above. Obtain 20 penance to become holy. I'm stroking my shit right now. Oh god. You will only become holy if you are pure. There are no demonic cards in your draw pile, hand, or discard. Well, I mean that... So, we literally aren't allowed to draft these cards if we want to use these cards. I don't know if it's the other way around. I guess by mutual... whatever, there's sort of that. I kind of wonder about... Okay, so gain 5 penance. This number decreases by 1 for every demonic card in your draw pile, hand, and discard. So this just gives you 5 penance. It is a skill that gives you 5 penance, but there's no block on it? It doesn't say that it gives block. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy on strength. I think we're gonna take this because maybe it's good. It's 2 energy, which is a lot. But yeah, I think I still stand on we still kind of stand with the other thing that I was saying where it's like, hey, like if you're only going demonic, for example, I guess like you could choose like demonic and mortal, or you can choose mortal and divine. You actually made it to a flare stream. Hey, Isa, how's it going? Hello. It's been a while. For sure. For real, for real. I hope you're doing well. Or just exhaust all your demonic cards. Yeah, that's also possible, I guess. You can seemingly use divine cards even if you have demonic cards, but any penance cards are disabled. Okay. Well, let's figure it out. Yeah, I'm doing good, I think. I think I'm doing alright. Sorry, I did also want to say, yeah, it's definitely weird that the main deck has an exhaust card. Because after that, you need to... Excuse me. I guess you would evaluate, like... Because we're concerned about dealing, like, damage or gaining block per reshuffle with, like, the starter cards. Which I should really make a heuristic for. Like, a real heuristic, not one that I keep saying should be there, but then not. Whatever. Is... Like, this has 10 block in it. So on your first reshuffle, you have 30 block over 10 cards. Or 6, if you want to count Scry 4 as bin 2. Which is just kind of like... It's odd, right? Because it goes 30 and then it goes 20 block in the deck. So... I guess it would be worse. It's like maybe more okay because this is like a... Because it's a defend card, so you want it to leave. It would definitely be weirder if it was a damage dealing card. Because usually damage is really important for advancing the game state in Slay the Spire, so... Like, if you lost damage, that'd be pretty detrimental. That's not what's happening here, but I just thought I'd make the observation. Oh, hi. Hi, DR. Welcome. I don't really know what to comment on that. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. My laptop broke a bit ago, and either today or tomorrow I'm getting it back from the repair shop, so soon I can play more Slay the Spire Flag Burma. Awesome. Sick. Let's go. I was talking about how I did a run the other day, so... That was Valley accent? No, I know. I'm just saying I don't know how to respond to the... I don't know how to respond to the overall sentiment. That's what I was saying. I apologize, because... Oh, we just yapped for an entire hour, and now that we're actually trying to... Now I'm actually doing stuff. So I'm trying to be at least mildly focused, but... Yeah, so it's a bit weird to remove cards from the base deck. That's usually because it pertains to turnover rate. This character already has a very high turnover rate because you scry 4 in 2 turns. But yeah, I mean... having like a panic block. Thing is, I also am not really sure why this character needs this. So, like, just talking about base deck design, there's 2 cards which slow down the game. Like, so you have a good blocking move, and you have something which has apply to weak. So those are both things that afford you more time as a player. And I guess the purpose of that is so that you can do penance stuff. So if you want to build up, so you have baked in weak so that you can have your slower win cons work. Like, maybe that's the point. So let's try that. Let's go from there. I've been webbed. For some reason, I thought that was going to stop me from attacking. There was another thing that does that. I guess needing to scry at the start of your turn every turn is a little obnoxious. It's fine. Oh, that's funny, and also that's cute. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. This is a mini sword boomerang. Okay, so the multi-hit synergizes with the gain strength, I suppose. If the enemy intends to attack condition on that card is as close to useless as a condition can get, I agree. Where is it? Where was it? How do I zoom in more? How do I zoom in more? Ask you for a friend. So I think we answered our question. Who asked? Kane asked at the start if if Lorekeeper was had assets or not. I think we know the answer to that question. Well, I think I'm gonna be a convert. Apply 1 week, gain 6 block. Oof. So I guess we're gonna figure out what this does. So are we able to play demonic and divine cards? If I do this and this. Because interestingly, yeah, so we can actually do both. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't explicitly matter, but you can't do penance things, which I imagine some. Okay, so this is so interesting. I wonder if the mod creator did the math on this, basically. Because the thing that I'm concerned about is how having the 3 piles changes the distribution of each card. Yeah, there's probably a similar demonic keyword. That, like, needs you to only have one of one type. Which, like, is... Like, that is still kind of bad. Because we can't, like, play the game normally. For lack of another way of putting it. It's just like, okay, well, I just want to... like, pick the best card. But if I'm, like, going demonic and I want to have the actual payoff stuff, your dog asks you how to zoom. Did they zoom around? Freaking Amogus. Yeah, so it's like, I'm -1 option if I care about the actual payoff of either of the things, I suppose. Or it might just be, like, penance that is, like, the only thing that is... super, you can't do it. 86 block. 36 cards blocked by 1. Whenever you scry this turn, apply 1 week to all enemies. But that's interesting, and this effect doesn't, I wonder if you did this twice. If you gave yourself 2 stacks of this and it only goes away once per turn, then I wonder if the staff would trigger it. Deal damage equal to your block. Why is... Okay, fine. Shield Bash is It's an ironclad card. I guess there might be like a block-related thing for this character. I don't know. We're not specifically scry. Cool graphics? I agree. I think the graphics on this are really good. So anyways, I don't know if I feel comfortable fighting an elite. If this is Knob, I think we're concerned. If this is Knob, we might die. Oh, fuck. Of course. Of course it's Knob. I guess we're on Ascension... We're on Ascension 0, so... We're actually fine. At least the streamline from earlier synergizes with the heavy scrying. Yeah, so I guess effects that care about turnover rate would naturally synergize with scry. The thing that I was thinking about with, like, where the scry helps is if you needed to specifically choose between, like, mortal, divine, and demonic and stuff. So... yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, so I know that you need to keyword, like... The penance stuff requires you to keyword demonic. Yeah, I wonder if, like, sorting the things into the... Like, I do really wonder about sorting into buckets and, like, how useful that actually is for the overall, like, actually getting the character to work, because... Like, you would kind of assume that if the character's stuff... Like, all the character's stuff has to all be fit together. Oh, it's been half a year since I was last around, but I gotta go. See you around. Alright. See you later, DR. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. Apologies that I wasn't really in chatting mode, I guess, anymore. But yeah, we're trying to focus. I'm focusing. I'm so focused right now. Yeah, so I guess there's a general ideological thing with Spire, which is that, like, the cards will have archetypes or things that afford themselves to picking particular cards. But there's also a lot of generic cards. So things like the backflip copy on each character is like that's a generic effect. Like something that blocks and draws is a generic effect that I'm pretty sure every character has. In some capacity. So the reason being for that is that then the decisions, like when you get presented 3 cards as a decision, your decision is about like what is the best card to choose in that moment, which doesn't always imply that you pick the same archetype. So for like a different roguelike game, the BlazBlue game, like if you chose the element burn, you're maybe looking for a pair of also like what you want to pair burn with, but like you'll want to pick the burn options so that you increase the effectiveness of your burn, right? It's very much like pick the thing in the archetype multiple times. There's a lot of games that work like that. But I know for Spire, the decision making when you're given draft piles is like important because all of the cards could have a use case that is valuable. So I'm definitely weirded out by the sorting into 3 buckets. And I am not going to review the different, like, I don't want to sort all of the cards and then see what their probability spread is. I'm simply not going to do that. But like, let's assume that we can just pick whatever. And then until proven otherwise, I'm going to assume that there is correct ratioing of each of these buckets. Like, let's just assume that. And then we're also going to assume that we can pick whatever we want until proven otherwise. There was the penance stuff, but that's the only thing I've seen. Yeah. I got a pretty light schedule today. Gonna chill with this in the background for a bit. Cool. Appreciate you being here, Issa. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, you missed our lovely conversation about Flaris and dungeons. I don't know why I thought you might have appreciated that, but anyways, gain 4 block. If you have more than 6 strength, gain energy. What the frick? There's a condition for strength gain? I guess the idea with the demonic cards is that they all give strength, but it's just, block with mana positive is definitely a huge question mark for me. Deal 7 damage, add a Lorekeeping to your hand. Retain Scry 2, draw card. Oh, it's the freaking Lo-Fi girl. Scry 2, draw 1 card. Retain. So this is their attack and draw clone. I'd appreciate any conversation to see, really. The demonic is aggro while the divine is slower. Yeah, deal 4 damage, enemies lose 2 strength. Yeah, I mean, this seems like kind of good. I mean, this also seems good because it lets you draw cards. I do kind of wonder actually about this though, because so usually the opportunity cost of the common draw card things is that you draw the card that turn, which inherently that card is going to be less valuable. I'll check it in a second. It's going to be less valuable because you have to draw it that turn. So this has retain. That's actually interesting to me. I think that's an interesting idea. I'm just trying to think of like, so why does this character get to, and this isn't a rhetorical question or like, I'm not being sarcastic. Like it's legitimately a good design question to ask yourself. Like, why does this character get to choose when they activate their draw 1 card? And like, interestingly, I originally thought, oh, well, we have Scry 2 every turn, and then, like, you know, we have heavy selection. Maybe the reason why they have this is that you're going to have cards which, like, lock you out of playing each other. So that's important. And then if you really needed to, like, get rid of dead cards because you were, like, choosing one or the other, like, you chose maybe some divine cards, then you needed to, like, switch to demonic or something, like, the Scry is just a way for you to really, like, select correctly, so you can, like, simply play the character. The other thing, too, is that if you're playing, like, a slow deck and you want penance or, like, specific cards that you want to get to, I think choosing when you Scry... So, like, choosing when you draw and Scry is better for slower strategies that need to pick a good time for you to be able to activate the effect. So, if... Getting to 20 penance, I would imagine, based on the rate of, like, 5 penance for that other card, is moderately slow. You have to play that card 4 times. Like, I don't know if that seems like maybe kind of slow. So, if we assume that, okay, well, maybe that's kind of slow, then being able to scry a lot and turn your deck over is good. It is good to be able to do that. What's the upgrade? And Lorekeeping Plus. Does not display Lorekeeping Plus. I think I had this problem as well. I don't know what it is with the code in this one, but it's like it doesn't show you the upgraded preview. You have to like do weird stuff. I don't remember if mine works or doesn't. I'm gonna choose this though. This seems very good, but I'm gonna choose this because I like the debuff. It synergizes with our other thing. I like how you just zoomed in here. Because like, you know, if I'm being too gross, maybe I should stop being so gross, but like, turned around. I'm just curious what Lorekeeper looks like from the back. I'm just wondering. I mean, the author of this mod drew this, so like, I'm just wondering what's going on the other side. I'm just curious. Okay. After this? Probably. We're gonna get so much strength. We get all the strength. Aren't we all wondering that? Just curious. I'm just wondering. I mean, maybe if you didn't prompt me with this card art for me to be lewd, I mean, I would have been lewd anyways, but I'm just saying, this was an indicator for me. You don't draw this face and be like, oh, I'm a say-so wholesome angel, like that's booba. That is well-pressed booba. You can't be making this face and expect me not to comment. Okay, let's upgrade this one. Lose 3 strength is probably quite good. We're looking for our thing. If I remember correctly, that is the only simp bait card. Yeah, it's good. Honestly, bless. Based and blessed. Considering the card did nothing but give you 5 penance, which is 1/4, while a Watcher card that does nothing but Mantra also gives you 5, but there's halfway there, so penance seems real slow. Yes, that is a fantastic way to look at it. I agree. There was something in my brain that was, like, similar to that argument, and then I didn't, like, finish the thought in my head. But yes, this is correct. You could consider it slow. Oh, the other one. I mean, this gain 2 strength power seems quite good. I'm gonna get so much strength. I like the idea of giving strength in relation to debuffing your opponent. I feel like the fact that it gives you more time to spiral out of control forever is kind of good. Deal 6 damage to all enemies, draw 1 card. Okay. Deal 5 damage 2 times. Twin Slash. Whoa, Twin Slash! Gain 5 block, put a card from your discard pile into your hand and cost 0 this turn, exhaust. Okay, well, I mean... You could just tell me that it's better retrace. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, sure, this card seems good. I guess we're not really binning anything yet, so... So I don't know yet. I didn't get the thing because they had artifact. Oh no. Could you imagine if I did not select the right thing with that? That'd be really funny to me. You just like spot weakness, target the one that's not attacking. Oh goodness! Jeez. Oh gosh. Do I have a defend card? I do. I didn't have to do that. I mean, interestingly, the character doesn't feel weird yet. It just kind of seems like, okay, well, gaining strength while disabling your opponent is quite good in general. Like, basically, whenever I breathe, I get 2 strength. So the power is 2 energy, but like 2 energy to win the game. Is that fair? Interesting that the downside of that deal damage and draw card compared to the character's other options isn't lower damage to make up for the AoE, but rather that you draw the card immediately. Yeah, in comparison to the other one, which lets you choose when you get to draw. It's like in comparison to the character's own metrics, that's like kind of weaker because you draw the card immediately. Whenever you scry, gain 3 block. Interesting that this is 1 energy. This could be because, like, this character doesn't have as much scry, but 3 block a turn is already, like, fine for 1 energy. I guess that's the Ironclad card. It's an Ironclad card that does that italicize. But this has higher upside, like a higher ceiling, because you could get more scry. We're gonna take it, because there's probably stuff. I mean, the vibe that I'm getting is that this character is going to be pretty easy, you know? We already have pseudo-infinite apply weak with 2 cards, and scry 6 over 3 turns. Beep. Pop. We simply... I just wanted to play the 1-track mind, but it's probably that. Oh right, we already weakened it, so that didn't matter. Oh no! We're gonna at least pretend like we're in danger. Oh wait, I just realized, is this? Yeah, okay. It's whenever you scry, not for each scry. For some reason I thought. And now we're speeding up. Now we're going fast. Oh, you can just do this more than once. Oh, goodness. Yo, we have so much strength. Ordering. Yo, we have like 20 strength. We're surprisingly still going slow as shit. That's so funny. It feels like Flag Bearer all over again. You have 20 strength and you're not winning the game. At least this character only gets strength instead of thing. Did I miss lethal? Did I just like not play a card? This ad for Goddess and Evolution, I just stole the Digimon theme, bro. Why? That's so funny. That's hilarious. Inferno, this is the Hearthstone thing. You face Jiraxxus. Heal 42 to all enemies, lose 7 strength and 2 dexterity. What the frick? Why? I think, so I understand that this card is probably like, okay, well it's your big finishing move and you go, and then like destroy them. I guess losing the 7 strength you can compensate for with like a lot of the demonic cards, but the problem with these cards is that like, the card itself is a static damage card. So this by itself deals 42 damage, and it deals 52 damage. So this is great for just like destroying the group fights. Yeah, it's like, wow, it does slightly more damage than Bludgeon. And it's AoE. But the downside is that if you didn't choose any other strength cards, you have -7 strength. So yeah, the problem with these cards is that it's like, okay, well here's like a big card, like, wow, we're gonna hit you with this huge damage card, and then it's gonna end the combat, and it's like, the problem with static damage in this game is that it doesn't convert very well when you increase the HP pool, right? So it's like plus 10 damage doesn't, like when it's upgraded, plus 10 damage doesn't help you. Versus a boss that has 400 HP. Because it's like, what, are you gonna play this card 8 or more times? You lose 7 strength each time, so the answer is no. But like this card is specifically destroy hallway fights where you don't want to see the hallway fights exist, which there are already cards that do that. There's like the Immolates and stuff. If you want a slightly stronger AoE card, you can pick those cards. Immolate is AoE, right? I'm not tying up my ass. So if this card is specifically made for trivializing hallway fights, sure. I think the problem with high damage, like cards that are static, like they're not like this scales 5 times the strength and stuff like that, is like with this huge downside is that it would be hard to play this card in like any kind of elongated fight or situation and then like not be hurting a lot for the -7 strength and -2 dexterity is how I look at it. You haven't played Flagbearer in so long. Are you sure you even still remember how it feels? I said that I First of all, there's a joke about there is a joke here about how Flagbearer feels. And the answer is squishy. But I just did a run the other day, which I lost technically to a misclick, but yeah. Destroy orbs, even though you'll still get spiked since you're probably not going to block enough beforehand. Orbs? One's orbs? Oh, orb blocker things? That's like big hyper beam. Yeah, the thing with hyper beam that I think is actually interesting is that you lose focus, right? Not strength? Or is it you lose strength? Because I think there's an interesting distinction for hyper beam. Yeah, you lose 3 focus. So you almost certainly want to have neutral focus, I would assume, when you're playing this character. But focus doesn't necessarily affect your block per card. I guess it affects like your orb effectiveness, which will convert to your block per card. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. Because I want to say that there are defect decks where you don't, like... You're not explicitly valuing focus. Am I crazy? Because I feel like the downside of playing this card, or there would be times where you just like don't play this card because it is specifically for corridor fights, or if you are, then maybe it's like you're just gonna spam hyper beam and not care about how much focus you have. I don't know if this like necessarily... It's not that it doesn't make sense. I think this... I don't know where I stand on this point, is what I'm saying. Because it feels like you would never play hyper beam like 7 times to kill a boss, you know what I mean? You're not always using focus a lot, you're always using strength a lot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I was actually less concerned about the strength because the demonic cards imply that you're going to get a lot of strength. The thing I was more concerned about was losing 2 dexterity. Because it doesn't seem like the character necessarily has dexterity gain. Like, I've seen the strength gain stuff, so that's maybe supposed to interact with each other. My problem is more with the lose dexterity, so it's like you play that card and then you're like clocking yourself. Yeah, Hyper Beam is able to be used more than 6 times before dealing 0 damage. Yeah. So it's like Inferno kills itself, Hyper Beam does not kill itself. Right? But like, the only thing that I wanted to kind of mention was that I think hyper beaming multiple times is still bad for you. Like, I get that. I was just thinking that Yeah, like the dex feels weird. The dex loss feels weird. Okay. Deal 10 damage if fatal. Upgrade a random card in your deck. This is... it's lessons learned. Oh, it literally says it there. I was gonna say, like, it's literally that card. I don't know if the damage is different. Divine. Gain energy, draw 2 cards, gain 6 block. Like, oh, that was when it was... Oh, it already... So this was gain an energy, draw a card, gain 6 block. Okay. I mean, this all seems... Both of these seem alright. I guess we don't necessarily need lessons learned because... Like, we already have Toxic Egg. What's this? Start of your turn, scry 3, draw 1 additional card each turn. Holy shit, that's insane. That's really good. Get an additional card draw every turn too? And an additional scry? That's like insane, right? 1 extra card draw every turn on a relic? That's insane, right? See, 9 cards every turn. Slightly better Ring of the Serpent. Yeah, I guess Ring of the Serpent is draw every turn, right? See, 9 cards every turn. Yeah. A lot of cards. The thing is, it's like... I get that they have a lot of selection, but again, why? Like, what is the purpose of having this much selection? It's so much selection. A crazy amount of selection. Wait, why did I draw 2? Does it say draw 2? It does say draw 2. Oops. My brain just wasn't working, I guess. I really feel like the selecting on the they must be attacking card just feels weird. Just weird on a card you're gonna be playing 7 billion times. I wanna kill this guy. Kill him. I mean, this card just feels like it's insane. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But it's just... Like, I feel like I'm getting... What? I play 10 cards? 10 energy worth of cards? Some of which are block cards? That feels very strong. Especially because it's debuffs. So it... I think I'm reiterating what I said when I first picked this card, but it is a little strange that, like, hey... You get to slow down the enemy while also giving yourself velocity, which you don't see a lot. Like, you don't see a lot of negative feedback loops which feed your positive feedback loops, right? Usually there's like an opportunity cost to... The opportunity cost to powers is usually that you need to spend the energy to play them, and then like the benefit isn't immediate. So that's true for that card. But in this case, it like, because of the way that you get the strength, you buy yourself so much time for it to like go out of control. So it feels a little weird to me. I want to look at the other powers. First of all, I'm going to go use the bathroom for a second. I think I'm going to give this mod like another half an hour because I haven't really like... I don't think I really like reached the bottom of what I want to be saying with this one. But I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So there was something that I wanted to check, which was, do any of the other characters have like a buy more time but also move towards winning power? Because like I was thinking about cards, for example, like Dark Embrace, but the thing is, like, you have to exhaust cards to trigger Dark Embrace, which isn't always necessarily good. Like, it is. Like, this card's insane. But I'm saying it doesn't, like this doesn't immediately, like, throw you towards winning in the way that Strength does. Like, it doesn't feed like this. You could wheel your entire hand with the rare card that exhausts all of your things. Yeah, exhausting also doesn't inherently slow down the enemy. I agree. But what I'm trying to point out is that, like, there's opportunity cost to these cards because they don't pull double duty. And I feel like the Lorekeeper power, like, it feels very strong to me when I'm playing it. And I think the reason why is because it doesn't say in the card, do double duty. Like, the effects on the card don't say, like, well, weaken all your enemies, like, everybody gets weakness 5 and also gain 10 strength on it. It doesn't say that up front, but because of how it activates itself, it's very low opportunity cost to then spiral you into winning. So that's sort of the problem I have with it. But I like the idea. Like, I like the idea of being able to debuff. Yeah, it makes all your other cards pull double duty. Exactly. So I like the idea of debuffing because it gives you more time. And then that allows you space or a window to resolve a win condition. So by having a lot of debuffs, it gives you time to activate penance, for example. Right? That sort of makes sense to me. It's not the most interesting because, like, that happened in, like, Flagbearer and stuff, where you just have to play a lot of turns of, like, okay, well, resolve things, time walk. Resolve things, a mid-second. Resolve things, a mid-second. It's like, here's a lot of time, do something with it. Like, a little boring, like, a little low velocity to resolve 70 powers while, like, stunning the boss. You kind of want a little bit of tension. But I think that tension is built for a lot of these powers because there's, like, Inflame is only +2 strength, right? Like, this is only +3 block. It doesn't, like, continue going up and up and up. And the activating mechanism of it is to pay the mana for the effect. or pay the energy for the effect, so that, you know, that's the inherent opportunity cost to power cards. Whereas like this other card, like you have to pay the mana, you have to pay the energy. It is 2 energy and it doesn't do anything up front. But then like after you untap, it's just insane, right? Like that's something you would see on like where is it? Where's the card? It's the reform card. Demon form, there we go. Something that you would see on like demon form. And even demon form is limited. Like, okay, I know it's not like the best strength scaling ever, but if you wanted to just have one strength scaling card, you're like, I'm gonna resolve demon form and then win the game, like you can do that. And it's like 3 at the start of every turn. That's half decent enough in order to solve Ascension 20 on some Ironclad runs. Does that make sense? This other card is gain 2 strength when you pay a mana. Yeah, Demon Form is slow in comparison while being more expensive. Exactly. So, like, this card is already kind of good enough to give Ironclad enough strength in order to win the game. And its activating mechanism is the start of your turn. Right? And it is not tied to being able to weaken a whole bunch. So, now the question is, so if the activating mechanism of this card, of the Lorekeeper card, I'm not going to go to it actually, if it was like Demon Form Light, right? Is it still fair for Demon Form to exist on a character that their main thing is they weaken their opponent? I still don't know, because like now you're pairing passive strength gain with someone who can buy more time than Ironclad. Like Ironclad has ways to defend himself, and he has a lot of HP. But I think like you exhaust things, like you use stuff, right? Like you have limited time. It's not like defend safely every turn, like apply 3 strength every turn, apply minus 3 strength every turn, right? I think disarm exists, right? Disarm does not exhaust, right? Oh, disarm does exhaust. Okay. So disarm exhausts. We haven't seen much, if any, multi-hits on Lorekeeper. Lorekeeper has a Twin Slash and a Sword Boomerang at common. Lorekeeper has both of these. Or we've seen that Lorekeeper has both of those. So yeah, I think there's a way to justify this still. Like you could be like, okay, well, sure, by comparison, this looks like it's going really fast in comparison to like another strength character like Ironclad. I think at base level, it still feels kind of wrong. But maybe you could justify it again by saying like, oh, well, there's no multi-hits. Like there's no multi-strength scaling or whatever, but there were cards that did that, which would lead me to believe that there could be more of them. I would say, so this was the thought I had in my head, was like, I think if you could do debuffs in ways that didn't like super slow down the opponent, like if you had weakness, light. Like if there was weak and then there was like not quite weak, like deal 10% less. I don't know. 10% isn't a good number. Like 25 is good. It's very easy to understand. But I wish there was like a different debuff you could give them that's not like weak and like lose strength, because those are quite strong. So if your debuffs were a little less super good, if they weren't super good, then maybe this is more okay. But I just feel like I'm staff walloping them and being like, yeah, 2 weak forever, baby girl, just for you. Also, I get 2 strength. Got him. Like, adios. Whenever you apply debuff to an enemy, all enemies take 6 damage. So this is, what's it? It's like the... There's a colorless card that does this. Similar thing. I think it's cool to give the character herself, the character herself this ability. It makes sense to me. I still wish the debuffs weren't just like weakness. Also, if your character is going to be triggering off of giving debuffs, it is also weird that weakness is a time-gated buff, or time-gated debuff, right? That doesn't stack with multiple instances. So these powers care about instance application, whereas weak doesn't necessarily care about instant or stacks. Doesn't care about stacks. Isn't sadistic nature also rare? I think it also starts at 2. I don't know what the base cost of this is. But what I was saying is that it's interesting that this is an uncommon on this character. I actually think that's okay. I think that it's okay for this character, if they were very debuff-centric, to like have a copy of a colorless card and even rarity shift it. I think that's okay. I think the weirder thing is that the debuffs are like apply weakness. So like I'm gonna apply like 99 weak to something and then be like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm triggering my abilities, but the actual status effect itself, I think, doesn't make as much sense with this. This cares about instance application, weakness does not. Shuffle Lorekeeping into your deck, then draw 4 cards. Okay. A lot of selection on this character. Gain 3 penance and 4 block. So we can't... This is the one thing that we can't do, is we can't take penance cards. Which, I think thematically, like, sure, okay, cool, that this is a thing that you wanted to include, it makes sense. I feel like gameplay-wise, this always feels weird. Or this feels weird to me. Like, that penance cards would exist, and then simply just say, like, well, you can't pick these cards. Sort of in line with the other, Slay the Spire characters. Like, you can always choose to pick cards. Like, maybe, who knows, maybe there's a use case for picking a focus card in Act 3 of your defect run that is primarily the Claw. I don't know. Maybe you're like, okay, but the way that I'm going to hit my block thresholds is through Frost Orbs, so I do want to have 1 defragment, right? It's maybe not the best thematically with the rest of the things that you're doing, but you can always pick it. Claw still wants Frost. I agree, but I'm saying that they don't tell you that Claw wants Frost. It's not like shoved in your face, right? You can still try to play a Claw deck with minimal or not as much Frost. Probably not the best, but like, it doesn't fully gate you out of doing it. Yeah, there does not appear to be a demonic equivalent. So there's never a downside to taking divine cards. Yeah, so if we don't find a demonic equivalent to this, I also agree it's like kind of odd. But yeah, this feels odd to me. Interestingly, it's not as odd as when I read the comments. The comments were like, oh, well, you have to pick one of these 3. Like, I thought they were hard gated. All these were hard gated against each other, but they're not. It just seems to be penance. Penance feels very odd. I don't really get it. So this is also disregarding how like the distribution of these cards could be very odd, very strange. I'm gonna do this. We probably don't need it, but because the strength gain on the other thing is already insane. Exhaust your draw pile. Rage card exhausted. Deal 7 damage to target enemy. What the... What? Oh, I understand. Okay, I get it. I was so confused. I was like, so you just exhaust everything, right? And it's like, no, it only exhausts what's in your deck. So you can theoretically leave some cards in your deck and then exhaust them. That's interesting. It's 3 energy, though. What if Fiendfire was even more broken? I think Fiendfire is broken because it interacts so well with the rest of what Ironclad is doing. I think this is a little less amazing. Interestingly, I feel like being able to control what's in your hand is a lot easier than being able to control what's in your deck. Like, I feel like there's more ways to manipulate putting cards in your hand than it is putting cards in your deck. I don't know if that's accurate for this character, because for this character you'd need to put cards in your hand and then reshuffle and then have the cards that are in your hand and also draw this card. Also, it's 3 energy. Like, how the frick do you play this card? This card seems like you'd want to set it up first and then play it. Does Ironclad get 22 strength by sneezing? Yes, the answer is yes! Sure, but again, I don't... It's a weird card. Feels weird. I do like all of the not all of the references, but there's definitely some references. This one is a good one. I like Objection. The enemy intends to attack, deal 15 damage. I feel these are very odd. I feel like the intention to attack thing needs to be paired with something that is weird with it. It's like, gain block if they're gonna attack, right? It's like, well, yes, of course you would block while they're attacking. This one's, I guess, a bit weirder. Because it's like, if they're gonna attack, then deal 15 damage. I'm trying to think of, like, what is the purpose of this card being dead sometimes? Right? Yeah, the condition at least does something here, but I was trying to think of... there is a Watcher card that sometimes is bad, but isn't always unplayable. I don't remember what it is, though. Now I want to check it. I feel like I've save quitted out of this character too many times. Look at other cards. I feel like we're making a lot of card comparisons this stream. Okay. Where is it? There's definitely an if they intend to attack card. This one. If they intend to attack, enter calm. So, if they intend to attack, enter calm makes sense. You will want to do this in order to get out of Wrath stance. But also sometimes you just want to use it because you want to be able to enter calm. So if they are not going to attack you, but you're trying to play offensively and you want to weave into calm so that you can have energy when you go back into Wrath, this card can be awkward. Well, this card's pretty good, but sometimes doesn't work for what you need it to do. Whereas I feel like counter-argument is like, it's either it doesn't work or it works. Like, there's more play to this card, right? It's always playable as an attack. Sometimes you want to do it to get out of rage. And sometimes you don't get to play a hyper-aggressive turn because the boss or whatever simply isn't attacking you. Counter-argument is more of a spot weakness than a fear no evil. Yeah, so spot weakness is either on or off depending on if the boss is attacking. The thing with spot weakness is that, like, I guess the opportunity cost is more clear to me because, like, when you're trying to scale, a bad time for you to scale is when you're getting attacked, right? Where, to be fair, maybe not the best time to be attacking is while your opponent is attacking. Like, you want to block in this game when you're getting attacked. But the thing, yeah, again, with spot weakness, it's like, I'm going to take the risk of scaling here while my opponent is attacking. Whereas counter-argument feels just like a weird attack card. Yeah. Just feels like a weird attack card. Also because, yeah, I guess if you don't have this, literally this card is ruining our entire run. But like, or our perception of this entire run. Maybe if you just need to do more damage, it's like acceptable. Oh, it has... No! It has the negating of the debuffs! No! I feel like this character wants a... this character wants an Aegis Bash clone. She wants some way to be able to strip artifact. Well, my abilities become online. Ah, it tied to that thing. I feel like we're seeing this card a lot, and it does make me wonder, like, what the distribution of the cards are. A little bit. Protect. Retain. Gain 12 block. I think Retain should be on the line above. Also, isn't there... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it. Do I want to add 4 cards to my deck? Not really. I feel like the placate card is just like, every time I see it, my neurons activate a little bit, and I'm like, so sorry for looking disrespectfully. It's just so in your face, dude. On your face. It's on your face. When you look at it, it's on your face. You exhaust a card, gain 1 strength. Holy shit. Do we have other... I guess there's like some degree of exhausting. I don't think we need it though. To be honest, it just looks like a hat to me whenever it flashes by. Fair. I feel like the thing that really gets me is that the left side, her left side, has like a straight curve for where the chest is, but the right side has like a little bit of a squish. Like there's some of the... Okay, I'm a terrible human being. Clearly. I keep trying to play the block card and being like, ah yes, I will block immediately. I don't. I originally accidentally wrote lust instead of just, so who knows? Freudian slip. Funny little Freudian slip there. This character does not need tiny chests. Don't think this character should be banned from that. Innate gain 1 artifact. Kind of cool. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It has an 8. Or you get an 8 when you upgrade it. That's cool. Empress! Empress was the card we were talking about. Probably gonna take this one. Notepad Smackdown. Deal damage equal to twice the number of cards in your draw pile. I feel like if this was deal X damage a number of times... This is Mind Blast with an 8, right? Twice Mind Blast with an 8. Does Mind Blast do twice? I don't know. Gun! Deal 8 damage. If the enemy is weak, gain 2 penance. You know what would have been funny if this was a demonic card? Because it makes no fucking sense. Deal 6 damage, deals 2 additional damage to all of your demonic cards. Okay. Mind Blast Plus does twice, also Mind Blast is an 8. Okay. Preparation. Yo, this person about to get slam dunked. Gain 11 block, your next skill cost 0. Skill, specifically. You said there was only one simp bait card. I feel like this one is... So, the reason why I'm saying that this could be simp bait, not because it is, but because the other the other arts feel like low detail, and then randomly it's like, here's anime girls. Like, that's what throws me off, is that there's like there's this art style, and then there's like, please look at the curvature of my boobs. Again, I feel like I'm being very disrespectful, but like, I'm sorry that the acolyte lady is hot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Gosh. What the fuck? That's insane. That's insane. This is insane. This is crazy. I guess Drain Time is a rare and has Time Sickness too. But I was gonna say Drain Time scales with Strength. Drain Time technically scales with Strength. It was in the shop earlier? Oh. If they didn't want disrespectful looking, why make it a curve? I mean, listen, I was gonna say, like, because some women have boobs, and that's not like a... If the character has booba, it's like, that's normal. Again, the thing that sticks out more to me is when the rest of the art is kind of, like, chibi-like. No, I'm saying that, like, I just wanted to clarify that I think your comment is very funny, but I do want to acknowledge the fact that I'm not so much of a coomer that I'm saying by virtue of women having boobs that, like, I'm allowed to be horny. I just wanted to clarify that specifically the reason is that the fidelity of these cards often do not elaborate on the like look of the character. They're very chibi, they're very silly looking, you know, their references half the time, and then this one is just like, look at the curvature of my booba. Which, again, if they're doing it because that's what they want to do, fully respectable, I get you. Acolyte women are hot. Smash. I think I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, sorry, I know you said cure wounds, but I thought you were saying bandage earlier, Poi. Like, I thought what you meant was bandage. So when I looked at the colorless cards beside Flash of Steel, it wasn't bandage, so I thought, oh, maybe it re-rolled or something. Oh, weird. Oh, I could have used the block. Oopsie. Oh, no, it's not multi-hitting on turn 1. No! The other arts have no booba, then whoa, suddenly booba, which, if not to look, why make now? Exactly. That's kind of my thing. That's what I was pointing out. Like, if not booba, then why booba on my head? Like, I know I'm a gross individual, but I just felt like I was being more gross than normal. It is 7:30 for me. Overheat. Deal 15 damage X times. Shuffle X -1 burns into your discard pile. I haven't seen, like, explicitly too much, like, exhaust cards in this character, like cards which exhaust your other cards. So I feel like shuffling burns into your deck. Oh, you know what's actually super interesting about this? No, I got it. Okay. So, the design intention of this card is that you scry a lot on this character, so burns are not as scary to you. That's actually kind of cool. I think that's cool. I will say, though, that the X to attack thing looks really weird beside the amount of strength gain you can get. So it almost feels like you want to attack more times with less upfront damage. Right? So this is like 45 3 times. Whereas it almost feels like you want to have less damage because the strength scalars are so high. So far, I haven't been called that my laptop is ready to pick up, so big chances that it's going to be tomorrow unless it is ready in an hour. Yeah, I mean, you know, what's another day? But that's pretty pain. I know that the one time I had to send my computer in, I was like very stressed. I did not have a working computer at all. I think I'm ready to wrap this one up, honestly. I think I've said most of what I would want to say. It doesn't seem like this run would be particularly difficult to complete because we have the mother of all scaling in our deck with this card. Like, it almost feels like I just don't want to pick any other cards and just like staff whack them into next oblivion. Very scared they would find your stash? No, that would require me to have a stash. Which I definitely don't have in my homework folder, projects, homework folder, don't open. It's definitely not there. No, the thing that I would be more concerned about them finding is all of my VTuber stuff. Oh, this person's name is Flera Savan Lyria? Who is that? Why is there so much porn of them? Did they all draw this themselves? Okay. I don't think I have anything else to say on this character. I think they were pretty simple and straightforward. Don't open! Delete System 32 when opened. While I understand that each of the 3 keywords are meant to do different stuff, none of it seems especially connected aside from the debuff stuff, which is just 2 powers. Yeah, so, like, I have a tough time commenting on this character because it feels like they weren't really doing much. Like, I think I said most of the things that I wanted to say, which was, like, it's a little weird to split all of the cards into, like, give a demonic, give a mortal, give a divine. Especially with the idea that they do all maybe kind of afford or do different things. So like Divine is better at slowing stuff down. Demonic maybe is better at doing damage. That's the guess I'm taking. I didn't like look through every card, but that's my vibe check. So I will say that that does make it kind of weird when you're given 3 options that will almost certainly give you... It's like getting offered an attack, a skill, and a power. And your piles are always going to be attack, skill, power. Does that make sense? So it's like, oh, I don't have enough damage, so I guess I'll pick the demonic card. Right? By virtue of sorting the things. I know that to facilitate the penance stuff, it makes sense to me that you don't want to roll 3 demonic cards. That would feel really bad. If you were trying to make a penance deck, or like you get a good penance signal card later, but you picked like 1 demonic card, which then you'd have to like sell it or something. Like, I think penance is just poorly designed. I don't think like, the rate of application by the 1 card we saw was very slow. There was a second one that applies it at like, this is 2 or upgrades to 3. Like, the number for how much penance you get, like, I think the payoff is supposed to be big. Like, I believe the pure keyword or whatever is like quite good. Okay, that was different than what I thought that said. Uh-huh. I definitely thought that said have sex, right? That can't just be me, right? What is save hex? What does that mean? It definitely looks like have sex. That's so bad. Okay. What are the numbers on prostate again? 2 and then 3. Yeah, so I think what they did was they might have copied the numbers from Watcher, but then made the required amount higher, but then made the payoff better, which unfortunately doesn't really work. Like, you could shift it a little bit by maybe 1 card play. So instead of like 2 mantras and then a prostate, stupid. Instead of 2 cards and then a prostrate, to trigger Divine Stance, it's like play more cards and then have something bigger will result in not being able to trigger the effect. And then if you ever do find a good way to trigger the effect, it's so broken that like that it's just unfair, I guess. The 5 penance card is half cost. Not that that saves it. So, I think that high selection and having a more penance-focused thing is cool as an idea. But I think high selection doesn't inherently make up for the higher number you need to achieve. Because, frankly, I already think getting Divine Stance on Watcher is already fairly difficult. Like, you want to have a good way to enable it, which is like literally double mantra somehow plus something else. Like, you want to have a good way to be able to activate it, whereas this seems like, okay, so you're saying I can't pick any demonic cards and it's super slow. Yeah, there's a 1-card Divine Stance called Blasphemy. Sure, yes, of course. But, yeah, so I think the numbers are off for Penance. Penance as an idea already seems weird with the demonic cards, which I feel like cascades to the demonic, mortal, and divine cards being like, okay, well, I can never pick a demonic card, so I have half of Broken Crown. And then the distribution of the, like, demonic, mortal, divine cards, I have not checked, but would need to be rather precise. Like, you would need to split the distribution of attacks and skills, which I believe is weighted towards attacks. You're leaving for dinner? Alright, take care, Cavalier. Thanks for dropping by. But, right, you would need to distribute the ratios across all three of the things in hopes of, like, matching the distribution of, like, attack skill power ratios for the base characters, which you don't have to do all the time. But again, the reason is that because we can see that that is a thing for the base characters, we can usually elaborate that, there is a numerical reason why they work like that. Having only 2 options, that's like having 2 relics, so it must be good. Question mark card and Broken Crown. I see. Yeah, you have 2 relics, which makes you have 2 options. Of course. Specifically those 2. I was gonna say, what if you had the wheel? But yeah, so that's definitely kind of weird to me. I think that if you wanted to enable things like penance, or if you wanted to enable specifically picking a type of card like mortal or demonic or divine or whatever, then having the infrastructure that it is always demonic, mortal, divine seems okay, but I think it undermines how the card selecting process in Slay the Spire works. Like, I actually think it pretty heavily undermines it. I would say that I wonder if you could go like 3 buckets, then 3. So, like, assuming the distribution is equal for all of them, then you go like, well, I want to have a divine card, and then you can't go back. You're like, well, I'm building a divine deck. But at that point, then why wouldn't you make like 3 different game modes instead of like the UX of needing to click into like divine, mortal, or demonic every time just seems like a mess. And also you have a selection of 9 possible cards, which you don't actually get 9 cards, but yeah, it's a bit. So I don't necessarily, like, I'm not convinced by the sorting of the 3 types of things. I like the concept of debuffing as a trigger action to do other things. I think it's unfortunate that the like lose strength and weak stuff doesn't necessarily care about multi-application, particularly the ones where you lose strength temporarily. I know you like having that be permanent would be rather strong, but to me it seems weird that you would like spend a lot of time building up a debuff that doesn't like care about multi-application. I think Mark is considered a debuff, so that's like something to consider. So this card felt like it was too strong for the reasons we discussed before, which is like being able to apply debuffs and slow down your opponent. Then, okay, well, I mean, like, I think I'm getting the vibe of this character now. Why would you make this a card when like your character is stacked as fuck? I mean, not like it's mutually exclusive. It just... Anyways. So we said the reasons why this card's a little awkward. Or it's like the mother of all scaling because you get to pull double duty on slowing down your opponent and gaining strength. So this is a like low opportunity cost effect. If the debuffs were less overarching, and maybe there was more decision making to it, I would say that the debuff needs to not fully slow them down, or it has to be weaker than the normal defensive options for slowing down your opponent. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if it's like weak is only 10% as effective or something like that, but yeah, it just feels like, okay, well, they're gonna have 7 billion weak. Vulnerable can probably, I don't know. Vulnerable could stay the same. I almost don't want it to be debuff. It's weird. I think it's because debuffs are already so good in this game. So I don't know. It almost feels like you want to make like poison 2 and then limit how much poison you can apply, but then like put poison on a lot of cards, or have a lot of like, it's like whenever you apply a hex, for example, and then you have the specific set of debuffs that the character can produce, but then it doesn't synergize with weak. So I really don't know what the good in between for this is. I think it's just the existing infrastructure for debuffs makes this card weird, because I almost want to design its own system in a corner, but the problem with doing that is that then all of the colorless cards which reference like weak or vulnerable, or any of the potions which reference weak or vulnerable, don't synergize in the way that you want this to work. But it definitely feels like this is too accessible by itself. But I like the idea of having debuffs which give you strength. They just can't be as strong as the base like debuffs, and they need to not be as accessible as the base game debuffs, because it feels like there's too much of it. Also, this card, I know that this card is fantastic for a number of reasons, but being able to apply weak and gain block at the same time while being a one-cost card is, in my opinion, quite strong. I want to say that. Okay. You apply a buff to yourself, gain 1 strength. I don't know what card does that. Whenever you apply strength to yourself, gain 1 strength. Oh, it's just an infinite loop immediately, isn't it? Okay, well. Yeah, no, none. It would loop. Yeah. Okay. So, that's crazy. So this is another one of those things, right, where it's like, okay, starting next turn, the first time you play no attacks in a turn, heal 7 HP. So in order for healing HP to be good, this is another one of those things where, like, weirdly, this seems innocuous, right? But weirdly, it doubles down on you shouldn't have these two effects together, right? So if I want to heal and have the healing matter, because otherwise it's just going to be 7 block, right? If I want the healing to matter, then I want to block. So I'm just going to play a bunch of skills and just block infinitely and then heal to full. And then kill them. You know what I mean? Like, not attacking is synonymous with wanting to heal. So having passive healing is already weird in general. But the condition on this card supports itself. Now, mind you, you can't just give them heal 7 a turn regardless, but I guess what I'm pointing out is that the condition itself is not important. But also, generally when you have a feedback loop for stalling in Slay the Spire, it doesn't work out for you anyways, because bosses scale. So, alright, I think that was enough things to say about this character. When I'm playing them, they don't feel weird, right? I felt like I was playing them and it was like, this is fine. Maybe a little boring. I like that there's a lot of card selection. I like characters that give you a lot of card selection. I think giving you this like lore keeping card, like this is interesting at a conceptual level. To have Scry 2 draw 1 instead of, I think draw 2 is insight. And it puts it into your deck. So like there's some cool ideas floating there. But I think all of the things I mentioned might be part of why it's not super shiny. I don't necessarily have answers to those questions either. Now that I think about it, I do want to say that vulnerable is more like what I was thinking of for this. Now, vulnerability would feed the effectiveness of strength, so that's fair. But at least it doesn't give you more time, because that feels weird. Okay, alright, so that's going to be it for today. If you're still here, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. We're back to Fire Emblem on the weekend. I might actually cancel Sunday's stream because a friend from a long time ago requested my time, and I was wondering if I should make time for them. Alternatively, we might still play at 11 on Sunday and then not go for super long. The reason I'm mentioning this is that it might be that Saturday's stream is longer if we want to try and close out the DLC, and then Sunday might either not exist if we finish the DLC, or might be shorter. Maybe. I don't know yet. So we'll gauge the Saturday stream and then figure it out. And yeah, so if you're still here, thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. I already said this part, and I will see you all maybe on the weekend. So bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.